So again, people, I've come to a campsite just for a couple of days, just to recharge stuff and have a shower and sort myself out. But I'm currently dog sitting, and look how cute this little thing is. Hey Zig, hey Ziggy, yeah, ah, great little pilot, ain't you, mate? Do you know what? She's been good as gold. She just sat there the whole time. I think she misses her parents, which is my brother and his missus. My brother's working today, so I thought I'd dog sit. But she's just sitting there looking out the window. Ziggy! I just want to say a thank you to everybody who's given me support recently. It's been overwhelming. Just my previous videos, it's just been like, wow, Joe, I highly appreciate you all. I know I say it all the time, but you know, I didn't expect my channel to even take off like it has. And when I say take off, I know it's only 2K, well, near 2K. So we're nearly at 2K, or by the time this video goes up, I might be at 2K. Fingers crossed. Because obviously I'm a bit ahead of myself. But I am currently on a little campsite down in the Midlands. I had a little phone call from Mr. CJ himself. He is parked over there. You might hear some building stuff going on. They're doing some road works out there at the minute. So last night me and him had a little nerd out, you know, decided to get on the old laptops and get online and, you know, have a little nerd night with a few beers. It was, you know, such a laugh, not gonna lie. It was all funny. So if you're watching this, mate, nice one for that. And then having the Chinese and all sorts, you know, we pushed the boat out, a couple of beers, Chinese, bit of gaming, you know what I mean, lads night. Loads. Yeah, and then this morning we got up and went for a nice little walk around the woodland that's nearby here. Stunning little woodland next to the canal. We're still trying to figure out what that water point is. You know, I said in one of my previous videos, I was down here. I tried to find my drive from where we were parked. And the signal's just not good enough at the minute, so might have to try that again another day. We'll go a bit closer to it and try and figure out what's written on the side of it. But today I'm going to sit around and I'm going to chill out. I'm going to probably do some tidying of the van and some bits and bobs and charge all my batteries and stuff like that, and yeah, get some editing done as well, because I'm behind and I need to keep on top. I need to keep have one sat there or one half made when one goes up. Do you know what I mean? That's what I kind of feel like I need to get into. So yeah, bear with me on that one, but we'll get there. Good morning, me lovelies. Good morning. Right, today, well, after the week of having a chill time with Connor, well, I say week, it was a couple of days, do you know what I mean? Again, always a pleasure, you know, fucking fair play to the lad. That kid has got some drive and some goal going on. I like it. You know, I think we've got a lot in common. Yeah, remember when we went to, is it a transit van? Yeah, it was a transit van, not Mercedes, transit van, and I did the rear brakes. Today I'm going back to do some brake pipes on the rear, because it was an advisory on his MOT, and I didn't have enough time to do it last time, so we're going to blast it out today. So good old donkey. Right, let the baby warm up a little bit and then we'll get moving. So I was looking at this thinking, ooh, I'm gonna have to make a union for the copper for the steel pipe, but I think I might be alright. Looking at this, we might be able to get away with it, but I don't know how the state is of this pipe. So if you can see here, they're covered in sort of copper grease or something like that, but there's a union there and one there. I'm going to join from there. I'm going to clean this back first to see what that brake pipe looks like. So if that's shit, then obviously we can look from there, but I'm pretty sure it's all this end. But I'm going to replace them from here all the way down to the top over there. Oh, might want to move you out of the way, you might get dripped on. Now to save losing all the brake fluid, it's always handy to make these little bunks. Now it is just basically a fit in with a crimped end, but you know, you can make them your own. You can just make them out of the old brake pipes, do you know what I mean? Save money where you can. The same applies with brake pipe flaring tools. You can spend a fortune on them, but let's be honest, they all do exactly the same thing. And there we have a female block off one as well. It just saves making a mess. And there we are, that's capped off for now. It's time to remove that old brake pipe. Ugh, look how scabby that is. Undo the other side, and then it'll all come down. Boo, is it cold? Right, that's the old brake pipe out. Now it's time to try and replicate it with a copper brake line and start marking up the new one. And yes, some of you might be saying, oh, you can get brake pipe bender tools. Yeah, but ain't it even better when you don't got to spend any money and you can just learn to do it by hand? Obviously certain bends you can't get away with, but this is quite a straight pipe, so there's no need to be too anal. As long as I get it back into the same brackets, I can tweak it and make it nice and straight and pucker. Do you know what I mean? Pucker. But let's get this brake pipe back in. Start from that end. No, same as I undid it, so basically reversal. So I'll start from that end and then run it down through the clips and get that one right before I take the other one off. At least then we know both where they all guide, do you know what I mean? Like, because I always think about it as if I want an MOT man to look underneath this and go, nice, he's done a good job there, whoever did this, do you know what I mean? Like, I was an MOT tester for a bit, well not MOT tester, but I worked at an MOT garage. And when you see nice work, it's just like, I'm kind of worried that I'm going to trip somebody over though, because my feet are dangling out the back of the car, the side of the van. And we're in Coventry, so I've got to keep an eye on all my tools. that's one in. I'm not going to tweak it just yet. It's in a rough place of where I want it. So if you imagine, look, pretty much identical to the original. But I'm going to leave that one there for now. Take the other one off. And then we'll go from there and tweak them all up afterwards, get them all pucker.
Now with the other side made up, it's time to start bleeding the brakes. Now first step, fill that. You'd never want that to go empty, otherwise you'll be in a world of pain. Well, not pain, it's just you've got to bleed the whole system then if you let that go dry. Just don't let that go dry, top it right up. So now we get into bleeding the brakes. Now I'm going to locate the bleed nipple, which is usually on top of the caliper. What we have here is that one-way valve. Now, being the solo mechanic, it's hard to be out. I'm old school, I like to pump the pedal and crack the nipple, but sometimes you've got to just use a one-way valve. And don't get me wrong, 90% of the time this works perfectly. So, obviously using a bottle, just trying to save a mess. Sometimes you can recycle it if it's obviously fresh fluid. But we're going to put this onto the top of the nipple, crack it off. And yes, again, there are fancy tools for this that you can pay £1,000 for, but I refuse to, when all you could do is just use a water bottle and wedge it in the wheel. I think works perfectly fine. So now what we have here is the bleed nipple cracked off, the one-way valve and the bottle. Now you should start to see, if I pump the brake pedal in a second, that level will start to rise. So now all it can do is push out through that valve and not back in again. So as you see, that as I push down that brake pedal, that brake fluid in that bottle is getting higher and higher, pushing all that air out the brake system. And it never hurts to just keep going, you know, just to make sure you get all that last bit of air out those brake lines. Now with that done, we can tighten that off that bleed nipple and we can clean up and we should be good to go with that brake. With a few nice little pumps on the brake pedal, should feel nice and firm. Happy days, jobs are good. And after making sure the brake pedals are right, fluid's topped up, wow, it's just worth checking all around the joints. I've greased up some of the brake pipes around some of the joints just to prevent it from rusting down the line. But we're looking down these brake lines, we seem to be all good. Not even a single little drip. That's how we want it. And with a job well done and a happy customer, it's time to pack up tools and start moving. Right, that is us done at that job. Happy days. Right, never happy customer. But I'm finished there now, so now I'm not too far from my old man's work. So I'm going to cruise by there. If we can park up, we'll go say hello. Do you know what I mean? We'll go say hello. Because it'd be rude not to, isn't it? You know, family and all that. It's not very often I get to be around my family area because obviously I travel so much. So we'll go see if I can park up because it's a pain in the ass trying to park this van anywhere near his shop. But let's go see.
Ooh. Yeah. You're doing T50 really, isn't it?
4,000 watts.
4,000 watt.
Which one is that?
I mean, for equivalent of, you know, as future goes forward.
He's got little. He's got number plates on it. You know,
How does the battery last?
60 volts. Do you want to go around and look at it?
Can do. Check.
Right, that is me done for the day, I think. Can't be bothered now. Yeah, my old man owns Coventry motorcycles and scooters, obviously in Coventry. I'll put the link down below in the description. Obviously, if you're looking for a moped, motorbike, anything like that, even selling a moped, 50cc, 125, big motorbike, anything, to be honest with you. My old man's like a bit of a wheeler dealer, right? So, yeah, get moving. I'm gonna go park up now and then make some dinner and chill out then for the rest of the evening, to be honest with you. I've got to start doing some editing, so let's go get parked up.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand.
My fucking hands are fucking hurt, man.
He's got him down his pants.
I'm fucking right they have. Warmest part of your body, your bollocks, isn't it?
The car, sort of.
Yeah. Oh,
Not clean, but it's better than the